The history of Brethren Christian Junior and Senior High School starts all the way back in 1947, when God directed Louis S. Bauman, founder and pastor of First Brethren Church of Long Beach, to launch into the field of Christian education. Dr. Charles Mays, Albert L. Flory, and George Peak carried on Bauman's dream and opened Brethren Church School at Seal Beach Brethren Church. The school had 93 students enrolled from grades 1 through 8. The next year, a new building was erected in Long Beach to house the growing elementary school. On September 19, 1949, Brethren High School was founded at the corner of Orange and Alondra in Paramount, opening with 7th through 10th grades. 2 years later, the school had expanded to accommodate 11th and 12th grade as well. In 1951, the junior class chose the symbols to represent the school. The yearbook was titled The Ambassador, based on the idea found in 2 Corinthians 5:20 that we are all ambassadors for Christ. The colors green and white were chosen to represent growth and purity, and the warrior mascot was chosen to symbolize the battle for eternal values.
My name is Jim Lanning, and I have had the privilege of being at Brethren since 1964. When I first came to Brethren, of course, the school was located on the Paramount campus. On the other end of our campus, on the north end of the campus, was also a building which was our elementary school. And that building came to us as is. Charlie Curtis, he was driving down by the dock in the ocean area, and he saw that a building was about to be demolished, and he stopped and talked the people into giving that building to us.
By 1953, the school had 464 students, and the school's alma mater, Hail Christian Warriors, was written by Herbert G. Tovey. Brethren Christian Junior and Senior High School remained in Paramount until the summer of 1990, when the school moved to a 22-acre campus in Cypress. The enrollment in grades 7 through 12 grew to more than 900 students in 1996. The school remained in Cypress until June 1998, when it was relocated to its current location in Huntington Beach.
I'm Marcella Flippen. I came to Brethren in 1991, and it was the Cypress campus. I look at those days as really, really fun. Then when we moved from Cypress to Huntington Beach, it was a hard time because we didn't know where we were going, and it was really in the late hour of that last year that we were in Cypress that God opened the door for our campus here in Huntington Beach. It was ugly, it was dark, it was dank, but the community, the Brethren community, came together, and in 76 days, I believe it was, we turned this place around, and it became our new campus.
We would have 30 and 40 people here. Kids painting, scrubbing, hauling. It was just the most amazing thing. And at the end of the summer, our school was ready. But I honestly believe that year was one of the finest spiritually that we've ever had, because so many of the families and the kids that were here as students had given time and effort to get us here.
And we have a stone out there, we call it our Ebenezer stone. That's an important landmark for us, because it was chosen to be our memorial of what God had done on our behalf in moving us here.
The school continues to carry its legacy and is still striving to impact the world for Christ.
The term legacy can mean many things to many people, but the legacy of Brethren Christian Junior and Senior High is what it has done in the lives of the people that are there.
Legacy to me is something valuable that's handed down from one generation to the next. I think the greatest legacy that Brethren has is the legacy of commitment to God's Word. It's been a tremendous school for a long time.
Legacy. I think the thing that comes to my mind is on graduation day. And I always let the students know about the fact that they're part of a really great legacy. and that all the graduating classes before them have gone out into the world to be a light, and many of them are doing extraordinary things for the Lord.
The legacy is the impact that it has had on generations of people. There are hundreds of people that have shared with me over the years how much Brethren meant to them. It's what God has allowed to happen in the lives of the people that have been touched by Brethren.
The first thing I think of when I think of legacy at Brethren is I think of people, and I think of some of the great people who have come before us and the legacy they left. I think of Carlita Hutton because when I first came to Brethren, Miss Hutton had been teaching the choir program for probably 35 years at that point, and she was still bright-eyed and enthusiastic about teaching music, and most of all about teaching the scripture and teaching kids to walk with God. That was always what was the burning passion of her life. And to me, that's still a legacy, something that I strive to live up to.
What I really like about Brethren is just the how the students are constantly encouraging and pushing each other to grow closer to Christ and just have a better relationship with Him.
I like Brethren because they're students from different places of the world. It's fun to hang out with them and learn about their cultures.
What I love about Brethren is how we can be very open about our faith with our friends and also with our teachers.
Yeah, that's our goal, is that students will leave Brethren Christian really knowing who they are in the Lord, and then allowing God to place them wherever that might be in the world.
The legacy goes on. The dream became a reality. The reality grew, and God continues to be faithful. 70 years later, Brethren Christian is at a milestone again, another point in progress and development, about to embark on a new chapter in the history of Brethren Christian Junior and Senior High School.